It's an American tradition. Just about every one of us at some point has been to the fair. The sights and sounds evoke childhood memories of fun, food, and family. But going to the fair is more than just entertaining. It's an educational opportunity that gets us unplugged from our virtual lives and in touch with our environment.
You're in a sea of people who are all interested in seeing the events, the entertainers, the animals. We have a very keen opportunity where people can see life as it maybe should be.
At just about any fair, visitors can get a hands-on education on everything from agriculture to history. Here at the Big E, New England's largest fair, exhibits and demonstrations like sheep shearing give visitors an up-close look at what life is like on a farm where some of their favorite products come from. They can also step back in time and visit an authentic, reconstructed New England village for a glimpse of what life was like for America's founding families.
I think we're very different than a textbook and very different than the video screen on computers, which seems to be the way a lot of people are learning today. It sounds crazy, but we actually have children and teenagers come in when we're doing a fireplace cooking demonstration. They say, the fire's hot. I mean, when used to just seeing it on a screen, to be able to smell the burning coal in the blacksmith shop and touch wood that a craftsman's working on, you're learning with all your senses. And in a lot of ways, we're depriving our senses of that type of education in our more modern forms of learning today.
Make no mistake, we should always make time for a ride on the Ferris wheel. But if we take a closer look at American fairs, we'll find there's much more to do and learn than meets the eye.
I think that the purpose of the fair today is really quite similar to the fairs of yesterday, and that is to create an environment where the farmer can make themselves known in the community. There's many businesses here that are featured on the fairgrounds that are manufactured in New England. So we play a terrific role in the economy, whether it's employing the thousands of people it takes to run a fair for 17 days. And we also provide a springboard for industry.
Every September, for 17 days, 1.3 million people gather on this land for one reason: the Big E. It's New England's largest fair, and visitors young and old come to experience the sights, sounds, and flavors of the region. Stroll through Storrowton Village Museum for a look at 19th century New England. Everything from the architecture to the clothing is an authentic flashback to days of long ago.
We have a clockmaker's home and a law office and a schoolhouse and a blacksmith shop, and seeing those different buildings and the physical setup in them, I think, is important to people, and that is the highlight of what we have, is all the different atmospheres, all the different ambiances in each one of the buildings. Or just walk around our green and see a broom maker and a chair maker and people that are working with their hands and have that hands-on experience, that tactile experience in learning.
For a taste of regional culture, be sure to see the Avenue of States. This dynamic display pays tribute to the 6 New England states and feature exhibits and information on agriculture, tourism, crafts, and commerce of each state.
So we have replicas of the 6 original state houses from the New England states. People can get acquainted with the beautiful history, the architecture of some of the buildings. In the case of our own State House for Massachusetts, that's an 18th century building. Of course, it was built in 1919, but it replicates an 18th century building. When you step into the main building, you get that feeling of Seaport, New England. In Vermont, you get the feeling of Vermont and Vermont maple, and Rhode Island, again, a different shipbuilding and fishing seaport community. And it's really a wonderful place for people to become familiar with all of New England in really just a very short jaunt down the Avenue of States at the Big E.
No trip to the Big E is complete without a visit to Farm-A-Rama. Here you can watch baby chicks hatch from their eggs and learn how to milk a cow, all while learning the important role agriculture plays in our everyday lives. The Eastern States Exposition is proud to produce this extraordinary experience that's fun for all and keeps generations of families coming back year after year. To learn more or look up fair dates, visit thebige.com or call the number on your screen.